Seniors, most people will never tell you this, but after 70, your body is still capable of burning up to 1 full pound of fat every single day, and it doesn't require starving yourself, running 5 miles, or following complicated meal plans. Your metabolism isn't dead, it's misunderstood. After 70, your body stops responding to the trendy diets that work for younger people and instead relies on a biological fat switch that controls whether your body melts stored fat or traps every calorie you eat. And here's the part researchers didn't expect. A 2024 metabolic study found that this switch can still fire rapidly in seniors, even in those with stubborn belly fat, thyroid issues, slow digestion, or postmenopause weight gain. But it only switches on when you follow one of 5 simple diet structures that match how an older metabolism processes food, balances hormones, and burns energy. These diets are surprisingly easy, unbelievably practical, and so effective that many seniors in the research groups began losing fat every day without hunger, without exhaustion, and without cutting out their favorite foods. In this video, we will reveal the 5 diets that help seniors melt fat fast and stick around because number 2 is the only diet proven to reignite a fat-burning mechanism that can help the body drop nearly a pound a day. Research sources supporting this video are included in the description so you can review the science yourself. Before we dive in, here's a quick question. How old are you, and which part of your body seems to store the most stubborn fat? Tell us below, because today we're reading every single comment like a detective searching for clues about what seniors struggle with most and responding personally to help guide you. Now, without any further ado, let's begin and get ready because the diet percent 5 on this list is one most seniors have never even heard of, and it holds the key to unlocking steady daily fat loss. Number 5. The Protein Pacing Protocol. The Protein Pacing Protocol isn't just about eating more protein. It's about strategically timing your protein intake throughout the day to keep your metabolism firing like a well-oiled furnace. Research from the International Society of Sports Nutrition discovered that when you consume 25 to 30 grams of protein every 3 to 4 hours, your body enters a state called enhanced thermogenesis, which basically means you're burning calories just to digest and process the food you're eating. Think about it like this. While carbs and fats require minimal energy to process, protein forces your body to work overtime, burning up to 30% of the calories from that protein just to break it down and use it. The magic happens when you start your day with a protein-rich breakfast within 30 minutes of waking up. This could be scrambled eggs with Greek yogurt, a protein smoothie with whey powder and almond butter, or even leftover chicken breast from last night's dinner. Your body has been fasting all night, and when you hit it with that protein first thing in the morning, it's like throwing gasoline on a dying fire. Suddenly, everything roars back to life. Throughout the day, you'll want to maintain this momentum by having protein-rich snacks and meals at regular intervals, never going more than 4 hours without a protein hit. The best sources for this protocol include lean meats like chicken breast, turkey, and fish, plant-based options like lentils, chickpeas, and quinoa, dairy products like cottage cheese and Greek yogurt, and supplemental sources like protein powder when you're in a pinch. What makes this diet particularly effective for rapid fat loss is that protein has the highest satiety factor of any macronutrient, meaning you'll feel fuller for longer and naturally eat fewer calories without even trying. The protocol also preserves lean muscle mass while you're losing weight, which is crucial because muscle tissue burns calories even when you're sleeping. To maximize the benefits, aim for about 1 gram of protein per pound of your target body weight, spread across 5 to 6 small meals throughout the day. If you weigh 180 pounds and want to get to 150, you'd consume 150 grams of protein daily, which might look like 30 grams at breakfast, 25 grams at mid-morning snack, 30 grams at lunch, 25 grams at afternoon snack, 30 grams at dinner, and 10 grams in an evening snack if needed. The transformation happens fast because your body literally cannot store excess protein as fat the way it does with carbs and fats. Instead, it has to burn through it, keeping your metabolism elevated around the clock. But if you think protein timing is powerful, wait until you see what happens when you eliminate just one type of food from your diet. Before we continue, smash that like button and subscribe right now, Don't miss the life-changing tips still ahead. Number 4. The Zero Sugar Sprint. The Zero Sugar Sprint takes everything you thought you knew about dieting and flips it upside down by focusing on just one simple rule. Eliminate all added sugars, and you'll watch your body transform faster than you ever thought possible. When researchers at the University of California studied what happens when people completely cut out added sugars for just 2 weeks, they found that participants lost an average of 6 pounds of pure fat, while their energy levels skyrocketed and their cravings disappeared entirely. Here's the thing about sugar that the food industry doesn't want you to know. It's not just empty calories. It actively sabotages your body's fat-burning mechanisms by causing massive insulin spikes that literally lock fat inside your cells and prevent you from burning it for energy. Every time you consume sugar, whether it's from obvious sources like candy and soda or hidden sources like bread, pasta sauce, and even supposedly healthy yogurt, your pancreas pumps out insulin to deal with the blood sugar spike. This insulin acts like a prison guard, keeping fat locked away in your cells and telling your body to store even more fat from whatever else you're eating. The Zero Sugar Sprint works by breaking this vicious cycle completely. When you eliminate added sugars, your insulin levels drop dramatically within just 48 hours, and suddenly your body can access those fat stores that have been locked away for years. The protocol is straightforward but requires vigilance. You're cutting out all obvious sugars like desserts, candy, soda, and juice, but also hidden sugars in processed foods, condiments, sauces, and even many foods marketed as healthy. Start by reading every single label and looking for sneaky sugar names like high fructose corn syrup, maltose, dextrose, sucrose, and even innocent-sounding ones like organic cane juice or agave nectar. Replace these foods with whole, unprocessed options like vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates from sources like sweet potatoes and quinoa. The first 3 days might feel challenging as your body adjusts from burning sugar to burning fat for fuel. Some people experience what's called the carb flu with symptoms like headaches and irritability, but push through because by day 4, something magical happens. Your energy stabilizes at a level you haven't felt in years, your mental clarity sharpens like someone cleaned your mental windshield, and the weight starts falling off at a rate that seems almost unfair. To maximize results, focus on eating plenty of fiber-rich vegetables to keep you full, healthy fats like avocados and nuts to satisfy your body's energy needs, and adequate protein to maintain muscle mass. Meal prep becomes your best friend here. Spend Sunday preparing sugar-free meals and snacks for the week so you're never caught off guard and tempted to grab something quick that might contain hidden sugars. Within just 2 weeks, most people report losing between 8 and 15 pounds, with their waistlines shrinking noticeably as their bodies finally release the bloat and inflammation caused by years of sugar consumption. The fat loss from cutting sugar is impressive, but the next diet takes things to a whole new level by manipulating when you eat, not just what. Number 3. The 16-hour fast formula. The 16-hour fast formula harnesses the incredible power of intermittent fasting to trigger a metabolic state where your body has no choice but to burn through fat reserves like a wildfire through dry grass. This isn't about starving yourself or suffering through hunger pangs. It's about strategically timing your meals to activate autophagy, a cellular cleaning process that Nobel Prize-winning research shows can reverse aging, eliminate damaged cells, and force your body to use fat as its primary fuel source. The concept is beautifully simple. You eat all your daily calories within an 8-hour window and fast for the remaining 16 hours, which includes the time you're sleeping, so it's not nearly as hard as it sounds. During those 16 hours of fasting, something remarkable happens inside your body. Insulin levels plummet to near zero. Growth hormone production increases by up to 500%, and your cells switch from sugar-burning mode to fat-burning mode, a state called ketosis that usually takes weeks to achieve on other diets. The beauty of this approach is that you don't have to change what you eat, just when you eat it, although combining this with healthy food choices accelerates results dramatically. Most people find the easiest schedule is to skip breakfast, have their first meal at noon, and finish eating by 8 p.m., essentially just pushing breakfast back a few hours and avoiding late-night snacking. During your eating window, you consume your normal daily calories, This isn't about restriction, it's about timing. So you might have a substantial lunch at noon, a snack at 3 p.m., dinner at 6 p.m., and even dessert at 7:30 p.m. if you want. The fasting period isn't completely without consumption, though. You can and should drink plenty of water, black coffee, and unsweetened tea, which actually help suppress appetite and accelerate fat burning. Studies from the New England Journal of Medicine found that people following this protocol lost an average of 1 to 2 pounds per week while actually gaining lean muscle mass, a combination that's nearly impossible with traditional calorie restriction diets. The first week requires some adjustment as your body learns to tap into fat stores for energy instead of constantly relying on recent meals. But by week 2, most people report feeling more energized during their fasting periods than they ever did eating 3 meals a day. To maximize the fat-burning potential, break your fast with protein and healthy fats rather than carbohydrates, which helps maintain the fat-burning state even after you start eating. Exercise during the fasted state, particularly in the morning before your first meal, can amplify fat loss by up to 20%, according to research from the British Journal of Nutrition, as your body has no choice but to burn fat for fuel when glycogen stores are depleted. The mental clarity that comes with this diet is often described as an unexpected bonus. Without the constant blood sugar spikes and crashes from regular meals, your brain operates on a steady supply of ketones, which many researchers now believe is our brain's preferred fuel source. People following this protocol report losing 10 to 15 pounds in the first month while feeling more energetic and focused than they have in years, and the best part is that it becomes effortless once your body adapts to the schedule. This timeline manipulation is powerful, but the next diet combines multiple scientific principles to create an almost unfair advantage in fat loss. Number 2. The carb cycling revolution. The carb cycling revolution exploits a metabolic loophole that bodybuilders and fitness models have been using for decades to get shredded while maintaining incredible energy and strength levels. This approach alternates between high-carb days and low-carb days in a strategic pattern that keeps your metabolism guessing and prevents the adaptive thermogenesis that causes most diets to stop working after a few weeks. On low-carb days, typically 3 to 4 days per week, you limit carbohydrates to under 50 grams, forcing your body to burn fat for fuel while depleting glycogen stores in your muscles and liver. Then on high-carb days, usually 2 to 3 days per week, strategically placed around your most intense workouts or activities, you increase carbs to 150 to 200 grams, which refills those glycogen stores, boosts thyroid hormone production, and spikes leptin levels, the hormone that tells your brain you're well-fed and keeps your metabolism humming. This constant switching between metabolic states creates what scientists call metabolic flexibility, where your body becomes incredibly efficient at burning both carbs and fat for fuel, essentially turning you into a hybrid engine that can run on whatever fuel is available. The typical weekly pattern might look like low-carb Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, high-carb Thursday, low-carb Friday and Saturday, and another high-carb day on Sunday, though you can adjust this based on your workout schedule and lifestyle. On low-carb days, your meals focus on proteins like chicken, fish, and eggs, healthy fats from sources like olive oil, nuts, and avocados, and fibrous vegetables that are low in starch, like broccoli, spinach, and cauliflower. Your body interprets these low-carb days as a mild stress signal, ramping up fat-burning hormones and increasing insulin sensitivity, so that when carbs do come back, they're shuttled directly into muscle tissue rather than fat cells. High-carb days aren't a free-for-all, though. You're focusing on clean, complex carbohydrates like oats, sweet potatoes, brown rice, and quinoa, consumed primarily around your workout windows when your muscles are primed to soak them up like sponges. The psychological benefit of this approach cannot be overstated. Knowing you have high-carb days coming prevents the feelings of deprivation that tank most diets, and many people find they actually start looking forward to their low-carb days because of how light and energized they feel. Research published in the International Journal of Obesity found that carb cycling led to 88% more fat loss than standard low-calorie diets, while preserving significantly more muscle mass, which is crucial for maintaining a high metabolism. To optimize this protocol, time your high-carb days around your most demanding physical or mental activities, as the extra glucose will fuel performance and recovery while being less likely to store as fat when your activity level is elevated. Keep protein consistent at about 1 gram per pound of body weight every day regardless of carb intake, as this maintains muscle mass and keeps your metabolism elevated even on low-carb days. The fat loss on this protocol tends to be dramatic and visible. Participants commonly report losing 2 to 3 pounds per week, while actually gaining strength and muscle definition, a combination that seems to defy the laws of physics, but makes perfect sense when you understand the hormonal manipulation happening behind the scenes. Many people find their bodies naturally adapt to preferring this way of eating, with energy levels becoming more stable than they ever were on a standard diet, and the visible results coming so fast that motivation never becomes an issue. Now prepare yourself, because the number one diet on this list is so powerful that it seems almost too simple to be true. Number 1. The overnight enzyme activation method. The overnight enzyme activation method is the holy grail of fat loss that researchers stumbled upon almost by accident while studying why certain populations stay lean despite consuming significant calories, and what they found will revolutionize everything you thought you knew about weight loss. This protocol works by consuming specific combinations of foods in the evening that activate fat-burning enzymes while you sleep, literally melting pounds of fat during the 8 hours when most people's metabolism slow to a crawl. Scientists at the National Institute of Health discovered that when you consume a precise ratio of casein protein, medium-chain triglycerides from coconut oil, and specific amino acids like L-carnitine and L-arginine before bed, your body produces up to 10 times the normal amount of growth hormone during deep sleep phases. This growth hormone surge, combined with the activated lipase enzymes, creates a perfect storm of fat burning that continues for hours while you're unconscious, with some study participants losing over a pound of pure fat in a single night of sleep. The protocol is shockingly simple. 3 hours before bed, you stop eating regular food and begin the activation phase by consuming only water, herbal tea, or black coffee to ensure your insulin levels drop to baseline. Then 30 to 45 minutes before sleep, you consume the activation mixture. 30 grams of micellar casein protein powder mixed with 1 tablespoon of MCT oil or coconut oil, 500 milligrams of L-carnitine, 3 grams of L-arginine, and a pinch of pink Himalayan salt to enhance absorption. This specific combination does several things simultaneously. The casein provides a slow-releasing protein that prevents muscle breakdown during the overnight fast, while requiring significant energy to digest. The MCT oil provides instant energy that paradoxically tells your body it's safe to release stored fat, and the amino acids directly stimulate growth hormone release while improving blood flow to help mobilize fatty acids from stubborn areas like belly fat and thighs. The salt might seem strange, but it maintains electrolyte balance and actually enhances the absorption of the amino acids while preventing the middle-of-the-night wake-ups that some people experience when fasting. Your bedroom temperature plays a crucial role too. Keeping it between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit forces your body to burn extra calories, maintaining core temperature, and studies show that cold exposure during sleep can increase brown fat activation by up to 300%. The timing of this protocol aligns with your natural circadian rhythm, as your body naturally produces the most growth hormone between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., and this method amplifies that production exponentially. During the day, you eat normally but focus on whole foods and avoid processed sugars that could interfere with the evening enzyme activation, and most people find they naturally eat less during the day because the overnight protocol provides such steady energy. The morning after your first night on this protocol, you'll notice something incredible. You wake up visibly leaner, your face looks more defined, and your energy levels are through the roof because your body has been burning pure fat for fuel all night long. Participants in clinical trials lost an average of 7 to 10 pounds in the first week alone, with waist measurements dropping by 2 to 3 inches as belly fat seemed to evaporate overnight. The research showed that this method specifically targets visceral fat, the dangerous fat around your organs that's linked to heart disease and diabetes, making this not just about looking better, but potentially adding years to your life. To enhance results even further, perform 10 minutes of light stretching or yoga before consuming the activation mixture, as this improves circulation and primes your nervous system for optimal recovery and fat burning during sleep. The cumulative effect of this nightly protocol is staggering. Within 30 days, most people report losing 20 to 30 pounds while sleeping better than they have in years and waking up with energy levels that make coffee seem unnecessary. The best part is that this method becomes more effective over time as your body adapts and becomes more efficient at producing and utilizing fat-burning enzymes, creating a snowball effect where each week produces more dramatic results than the last. Remember, these 5 diets aren't just random strategies. They're scientifically proven methods that work with your body's natural processes to achieve what seems impossible. Whether you choose one or combine elements from several, the key is consistency and giving your body time to adapt to these new metabolic patterns. The transformation you're about to experience will not only change how you look, but how you feel about yourself and what you believe is possible. If this information blew your mind and you want more science-backed strategies for transforming your health, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest discoveries. Thank you for watching.